graph y equals 3x plus 1 using a table of values. So I'm going to start my little chart, and I pretty much always just use the values for x from -3 to +3, which makes my chart a little bit longer. Okay, so these values, these are what I'm going to sub in for x, and then I'm going to figure out what y is. So for this first one, I'm going to go y equals 3 times -3 is going in where x is, -3 plus 1. So I'm going to multiply first. 3 times -3 is -9, plus 1 is -8. So when x is -3, y is -8. Now I'm going to substitute 2 in for x. So this is going to be y equals 3 times -2 plus 1. 3 times -2 is -6, plus 1 is -5. Now I'm going to sub -1 in here for x. So I'm going to get y equals 3 times -1 plus 1, that's -3, plus 1 is -2. And now I'll just plot these points, and let's see what we get. -3, -8. So I start counting from the origin. I'm going to go 3 to the left and 8 down. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I'm going to plot -2, -5. So 2 to the left, 5 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The -1, -2, -1, -2, 0, 1, 1, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 7, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 10, 3, 10. Look at that, it's a pretty straight line. I see this pattern, so I'm just going to connect my points, and I'm going to put arrows on the end. The reasons I put arrows on the end is that I picked the numbers -3 to +3, but there's no saying I couldn't have picked +4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So these arrows are showing that this line keeps on going. I could have picked lots of different numbers. And the same thing, when I connect these, it's because I picked 2, and I picked 3 as x values, and then I got the y values, but I could have picked 2.5. So if I picked 2.5, I would have got 2.5 is right about there. I would have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8.5-ish. So right here, I could have had a point 2.5, which looks like it would have been about 8.5. So there's all these different points, and that's what the line is showing, that there's all these things we could have picked that we didn't. So let's see, 2.5, if I put that into the equation, y equals 3 times 2.5 plus 1. Well, then I get y equals 3 times 2.5 is 7.5 plus 1 is 8.5. So the graph is like a shortcut, so I don't have to do the algebra. I can just kind of look at the graph and get my answer. So it's kind of hard in between sometimes to figure out where it is, but it kind of gives us a quick estimate, especially if your line is straight. So it's not a bad idea to use a ruler.